Oh my gosh, what an unbelievable night of racing we've just witnessed in the first Elite 15 major of the season. And now we get to do it all over again because the doubles has its own full year. Till,
yeah.
What on earth are you doing, dude?
I'm just so excited about the doubles. I just can't stop it.
I can see.
This is going to be so good.
I mean, are you planning to become an athlete anytime soon?
Probably not. But it's just like, I'm thinking doubles and the show we're going to see, and it's literally, I can't stop it.
It's just got a burpee.
It's just happening.
Till.
Yes.
We've got to present the show.
What? When?
You need now. Literally now. Right. Wrap this up, kiddo.
All right,
We've
I'll
got
see
to
you
go
right
on the
there.
way. We've
I'll see you in a
got doubles
second.
to look forward to.
And with that, we're jumping into this doubles race. It's going to be wild, there is no doubt. This is going to be furious. Yellow card for Yannick Schapler and a red card for the Germans. Red card for the Germans.
The loose proctor, as you know, men have a 10-second penalty.
Oh, no red there. He cannot afford those. Tim Venus and Yannick Schapler, it is officially confirmed. They are the world champions.
Ladies, gentlemen, a very warm welcome back where the emotions are still running high after all of the drama last night. And my gosh, was there some drama, gents. Once again, welcome to Hamburg and the first major of the Elite 15 season. And so excitedly, my wonderful partners in crime, Till Schenk and Greg from the Rocks Life, we have got a brand new format, the Elite Doubles for a whole season. What does this mean for us?
It means some super exciting racing. So yeah, doubles format on the Elite 15 grid, on the Elite 15 scale is super exciting. We've got some really fast, exciting partnerships lining up tonight.
Yeah, I think it's going to take the doubles to the next level, and we're going to see a whole new sport. We're going to see doubles that are not built just on friendships anymore, but on potential to win races, to make it to the World Championship. We might see changes throughout the season. It's going to be really exciting.
And back to defend their World Championship crown, we have Greg, Lauren Weeks and Lauren Griffith.
Yeah, that's the they won overall in Chicago. Super fast pairing. We saw Lauren Weeks last night finish third overall. She's in good shape. Probably not the performance that she was hoping for last night. She'd been hoping for the win, and then she's partnered with Lauren Griffith, who didn't race last night. So he's one of the athletes coming into this race completely fresh. So it'll be interesting to see how they do.
Looking at the doubles women's start list right now, a couple to point out. You've got Jade Skillen and Catherine Parnell. They were both on a professional football team together about 5-6 years ago before now finding themselves back together on a Hyrox stage. The Van den Lindenloos sisters, the O'Rourke sisters, of course. And number 3, that is a brand new roll down because there was some breaking news in that Linda Meyer and Viola Oberlander have now withdrawn and are replaced by Dana Hogan and Caroline Kriesel.
We're about 10 seconds away from the start. All I can say is, ladies, start your engines.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
All right, here we go. Off they go. Sarah Pajani right there. But Jess Petro on a mission straight away.
Yes, starting out with intention there. Really going out fast from the gates.
I think she's just about to answer that question, how well she recovered from yesterday.
You can see though on this course with the 6 laps of this opening run, 5 laps of the subsequent runs, it is going to get a little crowded with essentially 30 athletes out on course. And maybe you don't want to get stuck in the pack. Maybe you do want to take the lead early doors and then just try and hold it, because passing athletes on this track is difficult.
If you look at the Van der Lindeloof sisters, who basically set a new trend with multiple transitions on the row, for example, that's now seems to have proven to be more efficient, and more teams picking this up now as well.
Yeah, I think, previously it was easy to just go into these races, think, we'll just split it 50-50, and now like there's more going into it, more thought going into it, and more experience as well, and they've worked out that more changes on that row suit them better.
It's going to stay a close race after this. SkiErg with Jess Petro, Jonna Vittrick being out first. And then Lauren Griffith, Lauren Weeks. gonna be the chasers right behind the way it looks right now. And they managed to open up just a little bit of a gap here on Gabby Moriarty and Sarah Pergiani.
Camilla Massa and Sika Arning there came down in 12th. They look like they're moving well on the ski. They're about to leave as well, though.
This Camilla Massa and Sika Arning, I think, as we see our leading doubles heading out there, I think this is going to be a little bit of a scenario similar to what we've seen with Tim Venish and Yannick Chapla. Here we go, our two leading doubles headed into workout number 2. It's time for the sleds, and this is going to be an interesting one to see how they tackle them, how they're going to use the individual strength within the team here. If it's going to be an even split, or if we're going to see athletes put in a little more work.
And this is where we saw a head-to-head of these two pairings in the pre-show. If there was one place where the Laurens had a clear advantage, it was on the sled push. Their average time on the sled push is better than Joanna and Jess.
Yeah, Jess for a second seemed to be a little bit confused on who her partner is. Wanted to join Lauren Griffith there on the sled. And for the first lane, Jess and Joanna are definitely doing really well right there. And Camilla Massa and Sika Arning, they drop back into 4th coming into the workout. It looks like Sarah Pergiani and her partner Gabby have gone past them back into 3rd. And that's like, you've got this incredible strength of Camilla Massa at the workouts, but I've mentioned this, but I fear her running strength might not just be back quite yet. And then an interesting double, the Swiss-German duo of Melanie Maurer and Jennifer Nikolaus in 5th there right now, with Melanie Maurer racing yesterday and definitely not having the race she had. She had I want to almost say terrible preparation here into the season. All right.
Griffith right behind them. And the girls from Belgium, Charlotte and Margot in 3rd place. Here comes Jess and Joanna.
All right, Jess Petro, Joanna Vittrick on the way, your leaders into the sled pull. Why not? Come on, workout number 3. We've seen a world record yesterday. Do you think today might be the day that we're seeing a 3rd world record in the women's doubles for Joanna Vittrick?
I have to say, before the race started, I had a feeling that I think we could see world records in both the women's doubles and the men's doubles tonight. Yeah, I think so. I think with the form that these athletes are on, like the form that Joanna showed, this setup that we've got here tonight, I think both the world records are under threat for sure.
So just look at that now. It's going to be interesting to see how much the partner is supporting or not, making sure, that slight tap on the back to make sure you don't overstep. You mentioned it in the pre-show, Greg. It is so important. This is one of the workouts where it's so easy to get a penalty. But this is great pulling we're seeing here from Jess Petro and Joanna Vittrick right now. That is a duo that really works. And I want to touch that topic again, Greg. Chemistry and understanding each other. How much of a factor is it?
I think it really is a factor. I think it's something that the Van den Lindenloos have, for example. They know is that a red card?
This is a red card. This looks like a red card for Camilla Massa and Sika Arning that we're seeing here. We'll wait for confirmation from the officials up until we continue with the chemistry.
Yeah. So they're being, we're just hearing is that Jade Skillen has got a red card on here. So remains to be seen what that was for. Presumably stepping out the back of the box, but it's Jade Skillen that's got the red card.
A little bit of drama there on screen for Sarah Berjani and her partner Gabby. Apparently Sled wasn't far enough back, so they had to run back. You could see it there in the center of the screen a moment ago. And our leading double is out. Lauren Weeks and Lauren Griffith still trailing. This is the Van der Lindenloos sisters here in the picture right now. And now Lauren are going to chase, and looks it might be more than the 12 seconds they had entering the workout. And here Gabi and Sarah at the step pull. That is their final lane. They were 23 seconds down. They're losing valuable time. They had that mishap in the last lane where they didn't pull the sled far enough back. And it looks like Sarah Pergiani has
received a penalty as well, a red card for this mishap at the sled, leaving towards the next lane without having the sled, you know, all the way back there. It's almost, I have that feeling, I don't know if memory serves me right, but you might have mentioned penalties might play a very important part in this race here today.
Yeah, it can do. We said it's possible at the sled pool, but I think there's probably already been more than I was necessarily expecting. Like, they're experienced athletes and they know it's a risk here on this station, but I wasn't expecting quite so many. I thought the burpees was the bigger risk in all honesty, but yeah, it's really quite a few already.
Tactics so important in this race here. All right, this is another one of you mentioned that as your favorite workout now, because this is another very penalty-prone station we're seeing now.
It is, and you can see the judge there watching super closely, giving guidance on where she can place her hands, how quickly, and then keeping an eye on her feet parallel as she takes off for the jump. Then the other element here to keep an eye on is when they do the changeover, is the partner starting in the same place that the former partner was leaving from.
I think this is something we've taken away from the race yesterday, what we heard from the athletes as well. The judging has gotten more strict, that's for sure, but also very clear. You know, there's not been any question about it. Yesterday, the way it's been done, the judges are all on the same level, the way they're operating here. And there you go, that's the warning. That's the warning, an early warning there for Joanna Vettrick. We see the yellow card, so she's got to be careful now. I think it was hands.
Side by side, Lauren Weeks, Joanna Vettrick. And Lauren Weeks just
But look at Lauren and Lauren. Here is the move. This is the move at the burpees, and look at those burpees from Lauren Weeks right now. I mean, we know she can burpee, but this is just, yeah, going absolutely full gas right now. And they managed to move ahead of Jess Petro and Joanna Vettrick now.
Yeah, that was really fast from Lauren. She wasn't using that step-up technique. She was more like a frog-like technique where both legs come up at the same time.
I've just received another.
Oh, and we're seeing a card. Seems to be a yellow card down there for Sarah Pergiani and Gabby Moriarty. No, it's a red card.
Ooh, that's their second penalty. That performance from the Laurens there on the Burpee broad runs was pretty spectacular. They've left well ahead of Jess and Joanna and came in 27 seconds behind. That's incredible on the burpees to make up that kind of time.
I want to see that burpee time. That was a thing of beauty to see Lauren Weeks do the burpees there the way she did. Oh, my second penalty for Gabby Moriarty and Sarah Pergiani. And just to put it into perspective, that is the race for a potential third spot.
Yeah, absolutely. It is wide open for that third spot, and we're seeing a lot of athletes get penalties here. And it could be, if you manage to avoid the penalties, you're putting yourself within a great shout of getting that third spot at the World Championship. And I think I just saw Jay Skill and Kat Parnell maybe getting another penalty as well.
So 2:05 for Maura and Nicole. Excuse me, what?
Wow.
That is 30 seconds faster than what we see from Lauren Griffith and Lauren Weeks. Say again, what?
That's a crazy time. They must have moved through those unbelievably well. That time though from Jess Petro and Joanna Vettrick, that 3:24, that's not a great time for a doubles pairing. I was just looking, Joanna done 3:41 in the singles race last night. So you'd expect a much quicker time from them in the doubles.
Do you want a little more drama?
Go on, hit me with it.
2:05, Melanie Maura and Jennifer Niklaus missing a lane, disqualified.
Oh no, wow.
Out of the race. Here we go, Melanie Maura and Jennifer Niklaus, the Swiss-German duo, disqualified for missing a burpee lane, for running off too soon.
Let's go, Kat! Let's go, Kat!
60 seconds for Zara and Gabby there. That's really going to hurt them. So they're sitting in full spot. They've got to serve 60 seconds of penalties. We just talked about some of the, like James Kelly being in coaching area. I'm looking down there now. I can see Thiago Lusa is down there as well. He was He was coaching Alexander Ronchevich last night, and I believe he's there for Zara Piergiani today. And then also another well-known face in there is Jeremy McConnell. So Jeremy involved in that shoulder barge incident with McIntyre at the relay in Chicago. He's down there, and he's coached there for Sam Pretty, who's partnered with Aoife Faye tonight.
Kettlebells, and it is 1 lap on the outside perimeter of the running course. And there she goes. Joanna Wedrick taking up the 2 kettlebells. Again, making switch kettlebells as many times.
And here we go. That's the duel at the far end. You can see Jess Petro and Joanna Wedrick coming into the farmer's carry. They got the kettlebells here as well, but Lauren Weeks and Lauren Griffith in the lead. Lauren Weeks running away with those kettlebells right now, allowing Lauren Griffith to just have a little bit of a rest.
Zara Piergiani and Gabby Moriarty pick up their kettlebells, currently in 3rd place. And as I say that, Lauren Weeks is finishing her kettlebells.
But the amazing thing is you need a mindset, you need the mentality of Lauren Griffith, and I think that's why, personally, why it's working so well between the two of them. But because all kidding aside, we've seen this in other sport. If you look at mountain bike, the greatest mountain biker of all times, Nino Schurter, who just retired, he, at the coveted race, the Cape Epic, he destroyed partner after partner after partner because he was that strong. And everybody kind of broke in the attempt to stay with them for 8 days of racing, and they never returned to peak form. So it's something like a pairing like this can really break you if this weaker athletes, in quotation marks, doesn't have the right mindset for it.
Kate Hutchinson finishing with the kettlebells.
And one interesting thing to say is that as they left the farmer's carry, Lauren and Lauren were around 30 seconds ahead of world record pace. So absolutely flies.
Seconds ahead. So 58.03. This is the time to beat right now. And at that rate, we might just be going under 58 minutes.
No,
it's not.
No. 54.24, I believe, is the world record. 54.24 is the time that Joanna and Jess set in Perth.
And we're hearing from Lauren down on the floor. There's been a warning for Lauren and Lauren at the Sandbag lunges, so they got to keep it clean because they got only 15 seconds on Jess Petro and Joanna Wedrick. They are not backing down, so you definitely do not want to get a penalty now. You want to be real careful there.
Gabby is chasing Joanna Wedrick now.
They're looking good for the win. They're on for world record pace. You don't want to let a penalty affect you, ruin that. Especially on the lunges. Like we did see it in Chicago where Sinead Benton and Lucy Proctor got a penalty on the lunges, but it's not necessarily one of the stations where it commonly happens where it's easy to do. So after that warning, you need to be super careful with your reps.
There is 4 seconds advantage for Camilla Massa and Sika Arning right now. If you do the math, the way they're headed out of this workout station. But the Van der Lindeloof sisters are another 2 seconds ahead of Camilla Massa and Sika Arning. This is going to be absolutely wild at the wall balls.
Wow.
This is going to be ridiculous. We expected this to change the game. We expected this to be more exciting. But I got to tell you, I did not expect this. Heading into the wall balls now, we might just be seeing the 2nd world record of the weekend if they can keep it fast, if they can keep it clean. Lauren Weeks and Lauren Griffith, the reigning world champions, might not just win the first major of the season here in Hamburg, they might possibly take the world record from Joanna Wedrick and Jess Petro in the direct duel, but they're coming into the workout now. Jess Petro, Joanna Wedrick, they're not far behind, but Lauren Weeks at the wall ball starting off strong. So first it's going to go to Lauren Griffith and Lauren Weeks, there's no doubt there. And then we got Jess Petro and Joanna Wedrick. And then the big question is, hold your horses. Sarah Piergiani And Gabby Moriarty are exactly 1 minute ahead of the Van der Lindeloof sisters into the wall balls. And 1 minute is exactly what their penalty is. So Camilla Massa Sika Anning, they're out of contention because they got another 15-second penalty there. So I don't see them taking time out of Gabby and Sarah. I don't think that's going to happen. But it's literally, if you put the penalty on top, as we got our winners coming across the line here, it's still an incredibly tight race for the world record. It didn't quite work out.
But no, brilliant performance from them. They looked like they'd lost ground in the early stages of the race. Then an incredible performance on the Burpee broad jumps in particular. I mean, they took the lead and they just didn't look like backing down. It almost like at the Burpee broad jumps, it almost looked like it spurred Lauren Weeks on, and they looked incredible from that moment onwards.
Lauren Weeks just had that smile on her face, and when you know how those two interact, as we got Jess Petro and Jana Vitrick coming through, not a bad weekend for the two of them actually looking at the individuals race. And if they keep going at that no rep rate, Camilla Massa and Sika Anning might end up playing a role after all. It's coming down to the seconds, it's coming down to the sprint, 98, 99, 100, and now they got to stand and wait. Stand and wait 1 minute. Sarah Perjani and Gabby Moriarty. Sarah Perjani is not happy at all. And I think she's just finding out how close this race might still be. I really hope they're getting ready for that sprint. This has got to be brutal.
Yeah, this is going to be a sprint. So, 36 seconds to go, 20 reps of the Van der Lindeloof.
Oh my word. I think they might bring it home because Camilla Massa and Sika Anning, they got a 15-second penalty themselves. 20 seconds for the Van der Lindeloof sisters. And they're right next to them. But they no-repped again. There was a costly no-rep there. Look at the drama. Camilla Massa and Sika Anning, they're ready. But they're in penalties. They're 1 second behind in penalties.
Zara and Gabby are closer as well.
I cannot believe this. There is two. They're going to make it. They're going to make it. Sarah Perjani and Gabby Moriarty, they're bringing it across the line in the closest showdown I've ever seen at any of the races. This is absolutely ridiculous for third place. Look at the finish times. Look at those finish times. Are you kidding me?
I don't know, such an emotional performance given what you've all been through, not just in the last couple of weeks, Lauren, but the last 24 hours. And you've booked your ticket to Stockholm. How deep did you have to dig?
I think it was pretty obvious that took everything I had on those last runs. And selfishly, I was like, Lauren could do 100 wall balls. She's got that. I just need to run really hard. And then, you know, when you're at the end and you're doing wall balls and you're like, we just got to go. Yeah. You find it again.
I didn't know that was the plan.
I did.
Lauren, I can't even begin to comprehend the mindset it takes to come into a race like this off the back of barely any sleep and probably a head that's focused a little bit elsewhere. How deep and how do you prepare yourself to go as hard as you do when there's life stuff happening outside of the race course?
I mean, fortunately, I have a partner that's going to pick up the slack, and I know that. So I'm willing to dig deep, knowing that when I'm going to fall through, she's going to pick it up. Yeah.
Jess, you basically were dragging Joanna around some of those runs. Is that always the strategy? Because this girl, she's a gazelle.
Yeah, I don't know about dragging her along. I think we just work really well as a team together, and I think what Joe and I have that makes us a great team is that we know when to push and pull each other, and we just work really well together. So just knowing that she's chasing me, it gives me just enough push to beat the other teams, and she's behind me chasing as well. So yeah, I'm very happy with that performance tonight.
There's something really special building here, and it's not just you two as a two, because there's an additional man involved as well, and that's your coach, James Kelly, who's watching on from over the camera. And I noticed you guys communicating with him constantly. What was that back and forth like?
Yeah, I mean, James is our rock, honestly. We have a special little bond that I think the whole world now knows about, our little crew. And then Ted and Georgie back home, I know they're watching right now, so hello. We love you guys, and honestly,
them back home and James right there on the sideline, that was a race with them as well. It's not just us two out there, it's all of us as a team. And I mean, we wouldn't be here and we wouldn't be the athletes that we are without them. So it's pretty special. We're very, very lucky.
Zara, Gabby, when you're watching that clock count down and you are stuck in place, I mean, how did you control the emotion and what did it feel like to cross that line just seconds ahead of the rest of the field?
No. I had no idea. I went to a parallel universe and I thought we'd come fourth. And Zara was screaming and jumping up and down. I went, oh my God, we did it!
That was genuinely the longest 60 seconds of my life. And I think it's interesting because when you get the penalties and you know you've got the penalties so early, you go either one or two ways. Like you either have to use it as fuel to push you through the race, or you let it get to you and you sort of like crumble. And I'm so proud of us just for pushing on.
We didn't let it defeat us, which I'm so proud of us. Yeah.
So the top three, we see them here, the podium behind. And with that and the national anthem, we're going to leave you. Thank you very much for watching and see you very soon for the men's race.
Hit the gas.